Hello everyone, my name is Dave Partner. In this tutorial we will be looking at tables, but then we'll quickly fix what happened in the past tutorial. As you can see, these backgrounds extended beyond this container, because right inside here in the code we had container and we have container inside it again. This container is conflicting, so we'll just click on it to make sure that we know where it ends. So we remove the button first, then remove this one. So we remove them from a container, from that container, and when we refresh and check, as you can see, they are now back to normal. I wouldn't know why it conflicted. So the next thing we are going to do is to look at tables in Bootstrap. So these having been sorted out, have I taught you about adding comments in HTML? If you want to add a comment, we can say we can call this backgrounds. In programming, every programming language has a comment, a way to add comments. Comments are the things that only the guy reading the code can read. The computer doesn't interpret it. So even though I wrote this right now, if we will come back here and refresh, it wouldn't show anywhere. Alright, so but it's a way for us to know that this is where we are and this is what this section does. So just to look cool, I want to move this to the right, so I'll hold my shift. If you want to move it to the left, you hold your shift and tap the tab button. But if you want to move it to the right, you just tap that button without the shift. So tap. So I just wanted it to look cool and neat and well indented. So the next thing we're going to check to do is to create a div, a row. When we create a row, class row, inside it we can now do our table stuff. Let's create a basic table. We have a basic table and we create a row. Inside that row we create a table head, th, table head, and call it first name, middle name and last name, middle name and last name. Remember how to do this in HTML, and we'll create another row, tr row, that's for the body. Then we'll start adding other crazy stuff inside. So for each of our tr row, have 3 tds inside. We can say, hey, first name is Dave, middle name is Partner, and the last name is Sadim or whatever. Can't access a name, that's also awkward. Okay, that's my real last name, and we'll check that again and again and again. So we have a table with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. So let's go check our table, and of course let's just quickly put a title and say h1 bootstrap tables. So there we are. We refresh and we have bootstrap tables and we have our table. But then as you can see, this doesn't look cool. The table doesn't look cool. The first thing we can do in a bootstrap table, remember when we did table in CSS, we had to start styling crazy stuff. The first thing you do in a bootstrap table is to add a table class to the table. Class and say table. Then we refresh. Cool. What do you think? The table intelligently spreads to the extreme of the container. This middle container spreads to the extreme and arrange things very well with neat lines. I think this is one of the best things that happened to humanity. When aliens finally visit us, they will be proud of us. Alright, the next thing we will try and do in the table is let's see if we can do other styles in our table. Okay, so this is our amazing table. We'll try and do other cool stuff. Like I told you, we will do a table. Let's make it table striped. As you can see, a nice intelligence tells me all the things I can do here. So we can just take them one by one. Table bordered, and this will create a border around the table. Just observe. I'm going to refresh it. Observe the difference. I'm going to refresh it. There is now a border here and a border here, in all the TDs have border right now. So the next thing we can do is to say, hey, table stripe. I'll skip condensed and explain it last. We can say table hover. Table hover is simply making sure that when a mouse is passing it, the whole row gets highlighted. Remember when we did it in CSS, but it's now easier with Bootstrap. See what happens. As you can see, stuff happen when I get it done, when I hover over it. Then the next thing we can say is table striped. We get our table striped and refresh. As you can see, the columns are now striped alternatively. They have different colors alternatively. Then other things we can do is to paint the rows different colors. We can say, for instance, class, and then we can actually give this guy a color and say primary. Remember the Bootstrap, the colors we use for these guys, we can use it here. So I'm going to refresh. We give one of them a primary color, which is this first one. So we refresh, and alright, so the key here is to observe that primary is the default color, which is the ash color, but then we have other colors like we saw here. We have inverse, we have warning, we don't have inverse except for navbar. We have warning, we have info, we have success, we have an alert. So let's just try some. This is, instead of primary, we can say alert, then we can say info, success, and we have warning. I'm skeptical about this alert. I can't remember again, but I'm sure of these other guys. So you check out Bootstrap colors, the colors we use there, and let's refresh and see. Alright, so as you can see, we have colored each individual line differently. Obviously there is no alert. Okay, so that is how to handle tables. There are only two more table classes we can check, which is table condensed. This table condensed reduces the padding between cells. The distance between this cell and this cell reduces it by half, so it makes your table a little smaller. So let's refresh. As you can see, our table is now more compact and smaller. That is the table condensed. Then the last one is table responsive. As you can see, there is no way to if we refresh, we don't see any difference, because in table responsive, it means that in mobile phones, this table doesn't disorganize. The person can be able to scroll this table horizontally. So assuming their mobile screen stops here, they will still be able to scroll to the right horizontally. So that settles it for us on Bootstrap tables. In the next tutorial, we will go through other stuff and keep doing amazing stuff. So see you in the next tutorial. My name is Dave Partner. Don't forget to check out my YouTube channel and look at the channel, youtube.com/c/braintemple, and when you get there, you will see other tutorials I've made, and this is the one we are working on. Alright, so thank you very much. See you in the next tutorial.